What's going on, guys? So I made a short video about my mom's pantry and her freeze-dried stuff, her prepping stuff that she does. So basically, I'm going to make an actual video for you guys, and she's going to explain her stuff and show you around and show you some of the stuff that she's done. So let us get prepared, and then we'll start. So see you. All right, guys. So now she's going to take over and show you her freeze dryer.
This is my freeze dryer, obviously. It's a Harvest Right freeze dryer. This is a small, this is just the right size for me. And I use this quite a bit to save a lot of food from waste, turning it into powder, and you can add it to anything and no one would know it was there. Good way to save on food items. It's a little musty right now. Humid.
Then use it. So you open it up like this.
You get your trays here.
And then you fill the trays. It's a pretty neat little unit.
Yeah. I usually freeze my vegetables and things so that when you put it in there to do the final freeze, it'll go run its cycle quicker. So it's not taking as long. Sometimes it could take 30, 40 hours depending on the item that you're putting in the freeze dryer.
And this is the motor.
And this is the pump.
The pump.
It's a little dusty.
Cool. She's got some mushroom grow kits on top.
Things that I've done with my freeze dryer. I've had overabundance of peppers, hot peppers. So they were chopped up and I freeze dried them. They're light as a feather. You can grind them up, turn them into powder. I've done limes, lemons, coffee. Leftover coffee, mashed potatoes, corn. Rehydrated this corn in a corn chowder, and it was so good. The corn is twice as sweet as it would have been fresh. I also did herbs, garlic powder. This was made with the scapes of the garlic that I had growing in my garden. Freeze-dried garlic, chopped up. Orange zest, orange powder out of the oranges. This is actually squash powder, winter squash powder. This stuff is really good. I've made some celery salt, actually, out of the celery that I grew, the leaves and some of the stems. Celery powder, freeze-dried dill, freeze-dried turmeric that I grew. And this is some hot pepper powder, and that is hot.
Mm-hmm. How hot is it, everybody's saying? Maybe I'll have to try it.
Well, it's not it's not the hottest pepper in the world, but it's pretty darn close.
You let us know if you want to see me try that. Maybe we'll make Nicholas do it.
And when I did my tomato sauces, I saved the skins and I freeze dried them. The skins and the seeds, and then once it was freeze dried, I put it in my grinder and freeze powdered it. This makes an awesome thickener for anything, especially sauce, any kind of sauce. And this is fresh garlic powder. I just did this about 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Concentrated. This stuff is really concentrated. Being in the freeze dryer, it's the flavor is concentrated. It's like, mwah. And I've done mashed potatoes. We had an overabundance of mashed potatoes. I made an extra batch, so I said, well, I'm going to try and freeze dry them. That turned out really good.
And you just got to add water.
Just add water until you get the consistency that you like.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
You can add water, you can add milk. It doesn't matter as long as it's a liquid. And of course, I have a lot of baking things too. Spices and things like that. I've got a drawer full of that stuff. Some of it. That's some.
She's got a little bit of everything hidden away.
Yep, I've got about every corner. Then, because I dried flowers for violets and lavender for tea. You can make tea out of those things. I've done a few of those things with lemon balm. Right, this is freeze dried also. So all I gotta do is powder it, and I can make tea out of it.
Sweet. She's prepared.
These were actually the sunflower seeds that I threw in the garden this spring. I'm saving the seeds so I can do it again.
All right, guys, in here we got the wood stove, which heats the house and the garage. And this summer we're going to be doing some solar. We got a whole bunch of solar. I'll show you that at a later date. And out here is where you go. I don't know if you can see in there. That's where all the wood is for the wood stove. All right, and then it's a rock collection out here. All right, and then that is the bathroom, and in here is the pantry. So let's go on in. There she is.
Hi guys, welcome to my pantry. We've done a little bit of everything. Beans are ready to be popped into a kettle with whatever you want to make it with. Plenty of sauces, pickles, jellies, everything from dandelion to watermelon.
Yeah, we got some zucchini, bread and butter zucchini, some pickled jalapenos. We got zesty salsa, some fiddleheads. We got
That's cowboy candy.
Cowboy candy. Down here we got
Kimchi.
kitchen sink soup.
No, that's the sauce.
Sauce. Yeah,
It's got
sauce.
everything in it.
Spaghetti sauces and kosher dill pickles. What was that?
Kimchi.
Oh, she made some kimchi.
Fermented kimchi.
She got some bottled water out here. Got all kinds of different jellies. Dandelion jelly, strawberry, rhubarb jam, watermelon jelly. What's that? Mincemeat?
I think this is apple butter.
Oh, apple butter.
Yeah, it's apple butter. All kinds of apple butter. More apple butter. This is the juice that I had from my raspberries. I strained the juice out of the raspberries after I took them out of the freezer and just canned them so that I can still use this juice later on and it's not taking up space in my freezer. And if I wanted to, I could probably freeze dry this. I haven't tried it yet as far as the juice. I'll have to pre-freeze it till it's solid in the pan and then put it in the freeze dryer and see if it works. We'll see. We'll have to do another one. Test that out.
I'll definitely make another video so you guys can see her freeze dry some stuff.
More tomatoes, sauces.
Can't
This
wait.
is barbecue sauce I just made. This is apple butter. This is the new one.
And we got some apple filling, pie filling.
This is
More
a fruit
apple
pie
butter.
filling. It's a
Blackberry and cherry.
berry cherry, whatever.
It says blackberry cherry.
Oh,
on the top.
blueberry.
Oh, blueberry and cherry.
And over here, some of my meats. I started taking meats that were in my freezer and canning them so that they're ready to use, and it takes up less space in my freezer. So I can use my freezer to replenish other things. It makes a lot of big difference. It's a big difference. Ground beef, I've got beef tips, you name it. I've got salmon, canned salmon.
Which is good. I love it.
This is beef stew. I just made this yesterday.
And it tastes so much better when it sits in the jar like that, canned.
This is chicken soup mix. You can add more stuff to it. I just had some leftover vegetables and I just threw it in there with the broth.
Sorry
I made a
about the
lot of bone broth. Yep.
Hold on, guys, and let me go get a light so you can see these down here. The light situation fixed so you can actually see.
I've got chicken in chicken broth, which is the bone broth. I always make bone broth. I don't make just regular chicken broth anymore. This is my beef bone broth. See how it's kind of jelly-like? That's the best type of bone broth to ever put in a meal. So I have beef. I have turkey bone broth. Turkey bone broth is kind of like Jell-O. It's perfect. And chicken. The chicken's a lot darker than the other two. because of all the length of time that I cooked it. The longer you cook it, the better it's going to be. And of course, I have a stockpile of canning jars. I always have extras. Make sure to get extras.
Cowboy, get out of the
Come on,
camera.
Cowboy, get out of there.
He just wants to be on camera.
I got a little of everything. And
Somebody was talking about in the comments when I did that short about they liked how you do your onions.
how I did my onions.
Yeah, like they like the racks. And they were, I don't know, they were trying to figure out, you know.
The racks. Oh, this.
Yeah,
Bin.
yeah, they
Yeah.
wanted,
Well, I just kind of condensed everything and to keep it separate. I just put them in boxes to keep them separated from each other. These onions have been really good so far. I've got a few purple onions that I grew. I grew all this stuff. This was stuff my husband started. These are some of the potatoes he started. I didn't do very good with potatoes, but first year for me. But I got some
let me
purple
move this-
fingerlings and
Let me move this rack again so we can get the light. All right, we'll be back in just a second. Oh, no, maybe she's got it.
yeah, it's just I got my camera.
Wanted to get you guys some light so you can see.
Okay.
Lift up and
Stuck
over.
on that friggin' lip right there.
There we go.
There we go.
Now you can actually see.
These I didn't grow. These were stored. These were from the farmers market, local farmers market. I love red potatoes.
It's the sweet potatoes.
Yep, those are the sweet potatoes I grew. I kind of had to hang them up there because the mice was trying to gnaw on them. And I have a few dried items here, herbs and stuff, licorice and anise and chamomile, lavender and some more dill. This is chaga.
Actually, Anthony just brought some of that to the shop today for Kenny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got bunches of it. Mint. This is lemon balm tincture. So it's got alcohol in it. This is supposed to be a medicinal. I can't remember what they use it for now. But I also have jars of dry beans. And sometimes what I do is I'll find a deal at the grocery store on products and something that I could use, and I will take them out of the package. I will measure them so I know exactly how much is in each package, and then I will take them out of all the packages and put them in a jar, in a sealed jar, and that will last a lot longer than in that package. I've got hot sauce there that I made. And of course, we've got a few canned goods there.
Tomato soup, some tuna fish, some Spam, some looks like sausage gravy, and corned beef, and some other stuff, some peas, some more tuna, cream of mushroom soup, some oils,
some
vinegar,
extra baking powders,
baking powder.
oils. More than enough vinegar to get me through for a while. This is homemade. This is cider vinegar.
Cider vinegar, homemade.
Oh, that smells good.
Oh yeah, smells
It
like.
don't look good, but it's good.
It does smell good.
It's good and it's safe. At some point, I may have to filter it again to get the mother out, because you can see some of the mother floating in it. And you find the SCOBY, then we can put that in another jar. And this one is blackberry. It's got a little bit of dust on it now. I haven't opened it for a while. But you can see the mother in the bottom of it. That's pretty nice.
Mm.
I gotta start using that with my
Super.
salads.
Super!
And the way I figure, if you can use it to eat it, you can use it to clean with.
Mm-hmm.
So if it doesn't look safe enough to eat, it's still going to be okay to clean with, because it has enough acid in it to kill bacteria. Not all bacteria, but some. Then I have a few brandies that I made, and this one is dandelion wine. the
Let's drink it.
golden color. This is dandelion wine. This one is very old.
You can see the color change.
This one's from 2018.
Wow. So that one's getting better.
So it takes a while for it to actually ferment to the point that it's
More dandelion wine.
good. Yep.
2019
Blackberry.
later.
Yep. Blackberry brandy. I made some like a fruit medley type wine. We haven't drank too many of them right now, but choke cherry brandy. That's 2018. That one is, I think that one is dandelion wine, I think. Yep. That's 2019. So that one there is 2016. Because I didn't do another one until then.
Mm. Cool.
Like every other couple of years I'll make it.
Paper towels.
And dandelion wine is good to use as a marinade for meats too. Some tough cuts of meat. If you've got a type of wine that's really at first, you can use it to marinate meat and it tenderizes it wonderful.
All right, so now we're gonna go out there and we'll show you the freezers.
Check out the severe freezers.
We'll see you in a minute.
Boy, get out.
All right, well, we're back again. We forgot a few things in here that she wanted to be able to show you. So we're gonna do that first before we show you the freezers. Cowboy, out. Go on. Silly dog.
Okay, these are trays of MRE type foods. Let's just show you one of them. These are things that my husband purchased before he passed away. Obviously, this is the brand that he bought. Cottage cheese, cottage mac and cheese, potato soup, mashed potatoes, all kinds of different things like that.
Survival, 72-hour survival food kit.
Grab and go survivals.
Food kits. A little bit of everything.
There's several of these down there. They're rearranged now to get it fit back in here. So I think I'd be all set for a little while. I'll just have to lock my door and pull out the shotgun.
Well, ain't too many people gonna mess with you with me right
And
there.
we've got a survival kit here. First aid survival kit. It's got all the bells and whistles, I think. So, yep, same stuff. Oh yeah,
Yep.
all kinds of stuff.
Everything.
Clamps and gauzes and tapes and you name it, it's there.
We're well prepared family.
And we also have a survival kit that my daughter made for me. That's in here. This has got a few more things in it.
Doomsday prep.
Some cool stuff. Everything from gloves to towels to seeds in a survival situations to plant stuff.
Some camp
Stoves, some
heat packs.
food,
Batteries.
sardines. Probably should take the sardines out of there and replace them.
I think they'll be alright. They'll
Tools,
last for a while.
scoops, flashlights. I don't know how good those would be with the but matches, you name it.
A little bit of everything.
Tea lights. Good for starting fires, good for lights.
Good for seeing.
I can't get it closed. Well, just set those in. And I also store extra bulk of foods like sugar, flour, rice. I even have extras of, get them out, extra sugars. You gotta have sugar. There's always something that needs sugar. This one has just extras like salt, baking soda, stuff like that. It's always good to have a little extra of these things. Baking soda is good for everything. Everything from cooking, brushing your teeth, washing your clothes. You can make a paste out of it to get rid of itch. Cowboy.
Cowboy, you're so nosy.
Get out of the way.
Move.
So this one's got rice in it. This one's got sugar. And this has got flour. But before I put that flour in there, I freeze my flour to kill any bugs that might be in the flour still. Because after a while, if you got flour that you've had been sitting in the cupboard for a couple of years or so, you might find some little kind of bugs in it.
Parasites and stuff. All right, so now
Weevils
we're gonna go to the freezers.
Come on.
See ya.
Well, this is one of my freezers. I've got deer meat that my in-laws gave us. Hot dogs. These are some of the turkeys that I grew.
And we packaged them all up, and I did one with the chickens, and YouTube didn't block the video, but they made it 18 or older.
Right.
Because it was pretty brutal.
This is one of the pheasants we grew. We raised this 2 years last year. Yeah, last year.
And some more turkeys.
Yep, there's more turkeys in there. Got a couple pheasants left.
Sorry about the lighting, guys. The garage light ain't very bright.
I don't know what that is. I think it's a ham.
But them pretty nice turkeys.
Yeah, I think I did a good job. What do you think?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
I did it all by myself.
Hey, I helped you with them turkeys.
You helped me with the end of it.
The gutting portion.
This is the other freezer, obviously. I have flour in here. These will go into another bucket with gamma lid. But I'll probably leave them in the bags when I do so. But besides that, we'll take these out for a minute. I have more turkeys in here.
Turkeys everywhere.
Because we had 6 turkeys that I raised, so we've got fish, more fish. We have a few other little bits and pieces here, little bit steaks and shrimp and
a little bit of everything, it's like I keep saying.
This is all meat, fish, lots and lots of fish in this one. More turkeys. Some good, nice ass turkeys.
Got to love the turkeys.
Yeah, these are trout.
Yeah, I think that's a trout. I got you.
Yeah. One of these days I'm gonna cook that. Alright, I gotta make some room for that.
Alright, well, while she packs that back up,
That's the fun part.
yeah, we'll see you in a minute.
Get it fit.
Okay, and now for the freezer in the house.
This is my 3rd freezer. She's pretty full.
Got everything.
Everything from pre-made meals to mostly meats. Meats and fish. Vegetables.
Some butter and some juices.
Little everything.
Got some pear juice here and some cheese and more butter.
I don't use margarine. I use real butter.
Real butter, it's just bags.
Yeah, those
Little
extra
parsley
bags
and stuff.
for putting
Chocolate and bread.
my scraps for making my broth in it. You save all the scraps from your onions and your carrots and such. And put them in the freezer, and when you're ready to make broth, put it in the kettle.
All right, guys, so that's pretty much going to be the end of this video this time. Soon I'm going to get together with my mother, and she's going to freeze dry some stuff, and we'll show you all that process in another video. If we find anything else that we didn't show you, we'll be sure to make a video and show you. But basically, that's going to be it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep on naturing, and we'll see you next time. Peace.